Billy Maines is better at writing than playing miniature golf.
Jump in!
For almost 20 years, Billy has graced the pages of Orlando Weekly, writing about everything from Orlando politics to former boy band impresario Lou Pearlman.
I got a hole-in-one!
And now, Billy is moving on to assume the role as editor-in-chief of the LGBT newspaper, Watermark.
Are you nervous?
Of course I'm nervous.
But it's nothing he can't handle.
I've been through worse transitions, we'll just put it that way.
Central Florida is full of interesting people, and I'm determined to interview them while doing fun activities. This is Catch Up with Busdeker.
Here goes my next failure.
A few days before he started his new gig, Maines, who you can see is wearing a sweater on a near 100-degree day, joined me at Pirates Cove Adventure Golf on iDrive for a rousing game of miniature golf.
So my first question, how did you end up here in Central Florida? I know you've been here several years, but how did you end up here?
Well, after I graduated college, I was editing a weekly up in Tallahassee, and I needed a change, and so my best friend lived down here, and so I came down and just laid on his couch. So I couch surfed.
He eventually landed a job at the Weekly, first as a music writer. His so-called big break came in 2005.
So how did it go from music to kind of covering more like Central Florida and Orlando and the city?
There was one day when I was asked by my editorial staff, my editor, to run for mayor of Orlando.
At the time, Mayor Buddy Dyer was suspended from office after being indicted on charges that he violated election laws, so Billy ran to replace him.
It was nauseating, anxiety-inducing, brilliant, and I did my homework. I'm not an idiot.
That should have been the headline. Billy Maines,
not an idiot. But it was Citizen Maines, which was way more brilliant. But
charges against Dyer were eventually dropped, and Billy went back to being a columnist. While Billy was gracious enough to play me in miniature golf, I knew it wasn't going to be a fair match. I got a hole-in-one on the first hole.
Oh, first hole!
Also, during the course of our round, Billy put it in the water twice. Eventually, I stopped keeping score.
I can't be the first person who did that.
No, probably not.
Through his columns and his writing, Billy has become known for his passion for social justice and equality for all. He is a staunch advocate for gay rights.
I care, you know. It's a dumb answer, but I mean, I guess the reason I got engaged is because I care. So, and also I love language and telling stories.
In one of his most honest pieces for the Weekly, Billy described in great detail the 2012 suicide of his longtime partner, Alan Jordan, and the legal battles that ensued following his death.
I waited till one day, the anniversary of it. The issue date was April 8th. What made me want to say it, I was angry. I mean, it's no fair. But I put a face to the issue at hand, and it sort of came into that sort of snowballing that led to the marriage equality judgment, especially in Florida.
It's been 3 years since Jordan's suicide. Billy is now married, and his husband tagged along during our game of miniature golf.
How do you think Orlando's changed since you moved here?
Oh my God, it just became a glossy picture.
He credits the vision of both former Mayor Glenda Hood and current Mayor Buddy Dyer for making Orlando what it is today.
Oh my God, no!
But he also says there's work to be done.
Paramore has not really been fixed, it's just been bulldozed. I think in general, Orlando has become a better place. I think there are a lot of things that have to keep being analyzed, so you can't just let it go.
We're gonna put that one in?
You should tap that, John.
After 18 years at the Weekly, Billy is moving on to Watermark, a job he's excited about.
I really am interested in getting excited and involved and at the helm of something that is completely different. If you can tell stories of people who are devoting their lives to things, then that's what I want to do. So.
No.
Before letting him go, I had to ask the burning question on everyone's mind.
What color is your hair? For real.
White?
All right. I've seen many colors.
Well, it's been bright green and yellow. Generally, it's a mousy brown, probably with hints of gray at this point, because I got gray on my chest right now. But
Because we didn't keep score, there was no official winner, but we had a good time. And Billy said he was gonna go cool off with a vodka drink.
Good game. You leave me hanging here. That's a good game.
I was using the other hand.